Hi everyone, it's me again, Gary. For today, we're going to talk about social media detox. But before we go on with the discussion, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please click on the subscribe button so you would be able to get my latest videos. So we're going to talk about social media detox, right? So all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. That's according to Blaise Pascal, right? So ang mga tao ngayon, lalo na ngayon, di ba, we are in the pandemic and most people have difficulty to sit quietly inside a room. Little did we know that when we're going to be staying still and quiet in our room, we might be able to reflect and be able to find things that would make us feel good and feel better. So, yan ang ating pag-usapan. There is the digital highs and lows, right? So the digital highs and lows, social media allows us to share our thoughts, our photos, and even life's most important milestones that used to concern nobody but our nearest and dearest. So, yun ang purpose ng social media, to be able to share our thoughts. Diba? Pag naglalagay po tayo ng mga thoughts natin, i-share natin sa ibang tao, our photos, or even life's most important milestones, achievements, graduating, honors, even the simplest achievement that you were able to do, di ba? Pag nakakapagluto kayo, or meron kayong nagagawang simpleng bagay na gusto nyo i-share, but it doesn't concern nobody, right? Sino ang nakakapansin po niyan? Kung mapapansin nyo, mga nagla-like niyan, or mga nagko-comment dyan, nearest and dearest friends, right? Kaya nga minsan, nakakalungkot isipin na there are comments coming from people that you don't know, pero ginajudge ka or binibigyan ka ng comment. That's going to be very stressful on your part. You give, but you also take in return. When you give out information, your thoughts, picture, or whatever, there's a whole spectrum of emotions that arise as you voraciously skim through your newsfeed. So, pag na-like, nagugustuhan mo. Pero pag hindi sila nagla-like or meron silang kinoment na hindi mo nagustuhan, well, different emotions would eventually come in. Diba? Kaya there's a whole spectrum of emotions that may arise whenever you're going to go through your newsfeed and be able to look into the different reaction of people or your audience towards your posts. Your phone can bring you joy, new insights, and thoughtful moments. It can make you feel less alone. At the same time, it can cause envy, sadness, self-criticism, and even disillusionment or distrust. Totoo nga naman. Lalo na ngayong mga panahon na to, cellphone ang kasama natin. Yeah, whenever we're going to be going out, lagi mo kasama yung cellphone mo. Lagi mong kasama yung telepono mo, lalo na pag yung mga bago, malinaw ang camera, ang laki ng storage, you can easily listen to music, you can actually do anything. But we have to be very cautious because it is also the source of envy. And nakita mo yung picture ng kaibigan mo, there's envy. Pwedeng mainggit ka dun sa nagawa niya or sa kung anong meron siya. There can also be sadness or self-criticism. When you saw people in your feed na, sexy oh, ganda ng suot. And you start to have self-criticism. Bakit ako ang taba ako? Right? And there are times which there's disillusionment which you create an environment na hindi naman totoo. Or you may create distrust. Diba? Whenever you would see your partner or your loved one posting something, automatic nagdududa ka, bakit siya nag-post no? Bakit siya nag-good morning kay ganito? Bakit siya nagkaroon ng pag-like dun sa picture ng isang cute na chicks o na lalaki, di ba? There's going to be distrust. It's a real roller coaster of emotions. Matutuwa ka, gagalit ka, nainis ka. There are lots of emotions in social media, and all too often we don't enjoy the ride. But come to think of it, why can't we get off when it stops being fun? Hindi tayo umaalis, hindi na pala siya nakakatawa, hindi na siya nagdadala ng fun sa atin. why can't we get off? Right? In reality, these are the dark side of social media. Why do we need to detox? Bakit ba talaga tayo magdi-detox? Right? Number one reason is depression. Right? Computer-mediated communication may lead to the altered impression of the physical and personality traits of other users. It may lead to incorrect conclusion regarding physical appearance, educational level, intelligence, moral integrity, as well as many other characteristics of online friends. That's according to Pantic 2014. Okay? Bakit? You create an incorrect illusion. Nadadaan sa angle eh. Biglang nagkaroon ng filter. Biglang gumanda yung picture. Inaanggulahan nila. Right? Also, your educational level, if you're going to look on it, pwede mong ilagay dyan, talino yung tao. Right? Pwede mong ilagay, dami yung pinag-aralan, and mayaman siya. So, you have those different characteristics. But, you always put in mind that it is a leading idea to incorrect conclusion. Kasi yun ang pinifeed ng mga tao with social media. Or rather, self-presentation is one of the focal points of social networking sites that often cause or at least promote narcissistic behavior. Nagkikreate siya ng self-presentation. Dapat pag naglagay ako ng pictures o naglagay ako ng mga items sa social media, it represents me. Kaya kailangan dapat magandang-maganda yan. You try to alter the present you into someone that you believe and you are hoping, or sometimes you are forcing people to like you. Nagkakaroon siya ng self-presentation. Pinipilit mo ang tao ngayon na magustuhan yung pinipresent niya. Science shows that there are significant correlation between narcissism and depression. Typically, people who have narcissistic vulnerability contributes to persistent and intrusive negative feelings, which in turn contribute depressive symptom severity. Ano ba yung narcissism? Narcissism, you fall in love with yourself. Ikaw yung grand. Ikaw yung highest. Right? And there are times in which if you are not able to achieve those goals that you have, nagkakaroon ka ng tinatawag na nating narcissistic vulnerability, then you would have intrusive and persistent negative feelings. Magsisimula ka ng malungkot. Pag nag-post ka sa social media, meron kang nilagay, and people were not able to appreciate, konti lang ang nag-like, konti lang ang nag-comment. At times, you let it go. Pero dun sa ibang mga tao who are serious about posting about things about themselves on social media, hinihintay mo sino yung dapat nagpo-post, sino dapat yung magla-like. And if you are not able to get it, nagkakaroon ng negative feelings. Later on, it can contribute to depressive symptom severity. So, may depression. There is also the feeling of alienation. Ano yung alienation na yan? Alone, together is a term coined to describe the increasing present problem of socializing without a deeper connection with people. You notice sa social media, ang dami-daming nag-friend request. Right now, meron silang feature which they would be suggesting people that you can add as your friend. So, you are together, but you're still alone. Right? You are socializing without a deeper connection. You check on your social media account, ilan sa mga tao dyan ang talagang kakilala mo. Or ilan sa mga tao dyan ang talagang meron kang connection. And you'll be surprised with your findings. Right? There's also the distortion of reality. Spending too much time on social media can significantly jeopardize our perception of reality. There is social comparison. Right? Wala ka na sa reality because you always try to connect everything that you have with social media. Diyan pumapasok yung tinatawag mo social comparison. You compare yourself with what you see on social media. Right? Kung sila may ganitong mga usong gamit, you get it. Kaya 'di ba yung mga online shopping, mayat-maya naglalabas sila diyan and they would show people who has the item. Ikaw naman, there's the urge to be able to have social comparison. People who have low self-esteem tend to be more susceptible to this type of comparison. Yung mga mahihina ang loob, mahina ang tingin sa sarili, they would be very susceptible if they would be seeing those kinds of distorted reality, and they would try to believe, they would try to focus on that it is necessary for them to believe on. Social media can trigger social comparison on several levels, creating an impression that someone else's life is better and more meaningful than your own. Napunta ng beach di ba? Pagpunta sa beach, nakapasyal-pasyal, nagkape ng mamahalin, pumunta sa ganito, and you would try to believe, you would try to create an impression that the life of this person is better and more meaningful kasi hindi ka nakakapunta doon. Hindi ka nakakapunta doon, but you are with your family or you're with your loved one enjoying life. But you feel that it's not meaningful because you have to be able to go to those places also. That is distortion of reality. There's also the idea of addiction. For a small minority of individuals, their use of social networking sites may become the single most important activity that they can engage in. Yun ang pinaka-activity na importante sa kanila. They feel like when they're going to be doing social media, it's everything that they have. Right? Doon umiikot ang mundo nila. Yan yung mga hindi nakakaintindi what is the main purpose of their social media. And because of that, they'll be stressed, they'll feel anxiety, and they feel bad about themselves. They become sad. Right? Because they have already been addicted to doing social media. It's all about people and information that we encounter online. Right? Ang nangyari ngayon, ang news, hindi ka na sa newspaper nagbabasa just like before. Hindi ka na nakikinig sa balita sa radyo, hindi ka na nanonood ng news sa TV. Ang nangyari, you look into the post on social media. Then we get hooked on positive feedback and endless rewards that keep us coming back for more. Kaya nagsasubscribe ka. Right? Kaya ka nagsasubscribe dun sa isang channel na wala namang kahihinatnan or patutunguhan yung ginagawa. Right? Kung mapapansin nyo, ano yung mga sinasubscribe nyo yung channel or yung mga pinafollow nyo, there's a lot. Why? Because it gives you positive feedback. Tech companies encourage behavioral addiction with the use of intermittent positive reinforcement and the drive of social approval. In short, apps are made to be addictive. Di ba? Yung mga app mo, una free. Then later on, you are rewarded. Uy, madali lang tong game na to. Yung mga typical na games na nada-download nyo. And later on, may bayad na siya. The same way with social media. Di ba? As they progress, nagkakaroon ka na ng mga premium. Nagkakaroon ka na ng mga special accounts. Nagkakaroon ka na ng mga features na ganito. Right? So, kung free, okay lang. Pero, kung napapansin nyo, dumadami na rin ang mga pumapasok ng mga advertisement with that. Addiction, the stages of social networking addiction mostly correspond to those found in substance-related habits. Saliency, daily usage na yan. Mood modification, you would improve your mood once you use it. Tolerance, required repeating or even increasing consumption to produce the same effect. Dati pa isa-isa ka lang ng picture, padala-dalawa, ngayon maya-maya, nagpipicture ka na. Right? Then you post it on social media o kaya alam niyo yung binge posting, you keep on posting a lot of things, may maipost ka lang. Then there's also withdrawal, negative feelings when not used. Pag hindi ka nakapag-social media, you feel bad. Relapse, internal external conflicts, problems that may arise due to excess use because you have been addicted. Okay? It can also cause sleep disorders. Lulling ourselves to sleep as we scroll through our Instagram or Facebook feed has become the norm. But what exactly does it do to our sleep cycle? Papansin niyo, pag gusto niyo matulog, Instagram o kaya Facebook, yan ang tinitingnan niyo, pampaantok ba? But browsing social media right before falling asleep further aggravates the situation. Not only does it displace sleep by keeping you awake for longer, but it would also promote emotional, cognitive, and physiological arousal. Natitrigger ka eh. Imbis na antokin ka, nung may nabasa ka, it leads to several articles or several pages na nagiging curious ka. You become aroused physiologically, emotionally, and cognitively. Right? And there's also the misinformation. During unpredictable times, you might have developed the habit of checking the news obsessively on social media. Inaabangan nyo na ngayon yung just in. Yeah? You look at it and you base the news that you have on it. Oh. But it's more important than ever to keep track of your news consumption, especially on our social media feeds. Plus, it's a constant source of stress. Pansin yan, yung mga balita nakaka-stress nung una, lalo na ng time ng pandemic, nung simula, di ba, medyo kaya mo pa eh, pero habang tumatagal, umaayaw ka na. Pero meron pa rin si Justin. Right? The news is grim enough when you hear it from official sources. We simply don't have the time to react to everything we read, and we grow numb in some dangerous way. Why? Pinipili lang natin yung mga information through which edited na siya or nakakrop na siya. Ang nangyari, we have difficulty understanding the main focus of the story or the main idea. Kasi doon tayo sa mas maiksing kwento. Without reading further, then it is dangerous. When do you actually need to detox? Right? You consider this. Maybe some of the answers would come in and you might want to consider detoxing yourself from social media. Ito, do likes on my social media account make or break my day? Yeah, pag hindi nila like yung mga post mo, does it make or break your day? Do those likes make me feel more or less self-confident? Pag maraming likes, you feel good. Pag konti ang likes, feeling mo hindi ka maganda o hindi maayos yung pagkakagawa. Right? Am I taking photos only to post them online or do I genuinely enjoy the sight? Ang ganda ng sunset, ang ganda ng environment natin. Di ba? Nakikita mo sa labas nyo yung kung ano man yan. Are you taking the picture because you enjoy taking the picture or para lang may maipost ka? Right? Oy, minsan may mga ganyan mga cases. Makapag-post lang, not necessarily to enjoy. You have to ask that to yourself. Do I feel inadequate or incomplete if I haven't posted anything for a while? O hindi ka na mapakali o meron ka ng nagkakaroon ng concerns, you feel incomplete pag a week or 2 or even days hindi ka pa nakakapag-post. Okay? Do I maintain my friendship through social media or do I see my friends in person? O ngayon, medyo excuse tayo dyan dahil pandemic. Pero, it's important when we use social media face-to-face. Okay, naririnig mo, hindi lang basta chat. Right? Is it more convenient for me to meet people online or in person? Again, sa pandemic. Did the pandemic change your social life considerably or were you already spending most of it online? Baka dahil sa pandemic kaya nagbago. But what if you have been doing it and you're spending it most online? That's a danger. Right? How to detox? Ano ba pwede nating gamitin? Right? What can we do? Right? We limit the time you spend on social media, but do so gradually. Again, this is for some form of addiction, so you need to take it slow. Wag naman yung automatic na bigla mong buburahin lahat. Pailan-ilan lang. Right? Take it slow. Siguro, cut the time. Pwede yan. Right? You can also divert your attention by doing something else. You must have a hobby or something like you enjoy doing during your free time. You focus on that. Diba? Ang dami niyo ng mga hobbies na hindi mo na nagawa before, but now is the time during the pandemic na nasa bahay ka lang, mas marami kang oras, work from home, walang traffic and all those. I think it's really good to start out a hobby or to try to continue a hobby that you were not able to do before. Right? Track the positive outcomes. Number 3. Once you've decided to cut down on the time you spend browsing social network sites, the change may seem abrupt at first. Right? Medyo mahirap-hirap yan. Right? You need to recognize the bright side. You've gained a little piece of freedom. Pag nagpipicture ka ngayon, you're no longer thinking about posting it to social media, but rather you are already enjoying what you see in your environment. Right? When you do things, na-enjoy mo na siya purely because you're already able to gain freedom. Hindi ka na nakalock that everything that you do should be placed inside your social media account or on your cell phone. Right? Ito ang pwede. You delete social media apps from your phone. Delete all social media apps on your phone You only reintroduce the ones that are essential for your studies and the one that I still miss after a month or so. Right? Of course, yung sa mga nagtatrabaho po, yung mga kailangan nyo sa trabaho, kailangan nyo sa studies, iiwan nyo. Or better yet, delete mo na lahat, saka nyo balikan kung ano yung mga kailangan. Kasi as long as you're able to see it, you would try to convince your thoughts na kailangan mo siya. Right? So, una, you delete everything. Pangalawa, you download the essential ones. Kaya nga, you only reintroduce. And if you miss something after a month or so, you put it back. Pero pag hindi mo na siya na-miss or hindi mo na siya it's alright. Ibig sabihin, naka-get over ka na doon sa media app na yun. Okay? Number 5, you unfollow influencers. Total Detox will give clarity and know how to use social media apps mindfully instead of just being a slave to habit. Try to unfollow all useless influencers and B-list celebrities, even the motivational ones. Sa dami ng sinusundan mong mga influencer na tinatawag, nauubos na ngayon ng oras mo with social media. Aside from that, you try to have social comparison with them. Remember, they are doing that because they're earning from it also. Right? Pinagkakakitaan ang mga social media users now. If you think that it's of no use for you, then detox. Only to follow real friends and remove everything that no longer brought you any joy. Di ba? Kung meron kang friend, post ng bigat ng buhay niya, well, we have to recognize they need help. Pero if it also affects you, then we detox. Okay? Number 6, learn to be alone. Let's be frank, we've all been there, right? What do you do when you have some spare time and no handy distractions? Of course, you check your phone. It's an instinct right now. Di ba, pag wala kang ginagawa, automatic yun, titignan mo yung phone mo. Pag pupunta ka sa party, pag nauna ka, you stay there, doon ka sa sulok, nagpo-phone ka lang. Di ba? What you would want is to look around, be in the moment, appreciate your surrounding, and stop looking for distractions online. We start to enjoy. Kaya naman natin eh. Detoxing makes you feel better because you would be able to cut down distractions, especially online. Right? And number 7, we embrace slow media. Instead of killing time looking at the latest tweet wars, embrace long form, high standard content. Diba? Basa ka na-enjoy mo, andun pa rin yung chismosa system ng mga Pinoy. Dati yung sa kapitbahay ngayon, online na rin. They look into tweet wars. We can get stuck thinking in sound bites, but reading quality content improves the way we process our thoughts and interact with the world. So instead of just merely looking at sound bites, yung mga bits of tweets or yung mga bits of information na binibigay nila, we can actually look for quality contents that would improve the way we think and the way we interact with the world. The trick is to use them wisely and rationally without letting them rule your life. You are the ones who are supposed to be using the social media app or the social media platforms, not them using you and making you disadvantaged because of that. Right? Use social media to enjoy yourself, to keep track of people you care about. Consider that. So there you have it, social media detox. I hope you will be able to get a thing or two so you'll be able to enjoy a stress-free life. Just a reminder, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the subscribe button and the bell button so that you will be able to get my latest videos. Thank you for watching. This is Gary. Stay safe. Alam na din.